We're here to bear witness to you, the condemned, soon to be murdered by ruthless men. And though it won't help you to have us here, please know that we're grieving and shedding a tear. Your miserable life was spent on death row, unable to move and with nowhere to go. And what was your crime that brings you here now? You were born a pig, sheep, chicken or cow. You arrive by the thousands in trucks every day, a nightmare of a journey in every way. You've been taken from the hellhole that was your life and brought to a new hell and the butcher's knife. The lorry will take you far out of our sight, but we'll still hear your screams well into the night. As you wait in line for your turn to be killed, and you're watching it happen, and the fridges are filled. Now the truck drives out empty and another arrives. More meat for the masses, more innocent lives. And the most we can do is just watch you in vain, ashamed to be human, full of heartache and pain. We're here to bear witness to you, the condemned, and we'll keep on coming till this Holocaust ends. Until the law recognises that all animals' lives are worth more than a sandwich to be sliced up with knives. Tell me again how you think it's humane for an animal's throat to be cut. Tell me again how they're feeling no pain as they're bleeding out, hung by one foot. From the fear in their eyes to their terrified cries, you can see that they all want to live. They're tortured and raped with no chance of escape. It's humane, is the answer you give? Humane, you will find, means caring and kind. For the victims, those words don't exist. Cruelty and death is all they have left of their lives as the slaughter persists. The process is led with a bolt to the head, then a knife to the throat to be sure. Before they are dead, they'll cut off their head, all those workers like rats in a sewer. Sometimes pigs are gassed by a poisonous blast of carbon dioxide in cages. The poor pigs will squeal as they all start to feel the effects, and it goes on for ages. After dying in fits, they're cut into bits, and some people will see that as food. And though it's labelled as fresh, it's just rotting flesh to be selfishly tasted and chewed. I just don't know why someone would apply for a job killing innocent souls. Some kind of fool, or sadistic and cruel? Are they really achieving their goals? Maybe they're proud to be part of the crowd who enjoy causing terror and pain. But don't take the piss and tell me that this is in any way fucking humane. Roses are red, blood is too. Animals are dead because of you. If you wear them, you ended their life. If you eat them, you wielded the knife. When you drink their milk, they die, there's no maybe. You're stealing the food they made for their baby. Factory farming, tortured from birth. For you it's a sandwich, for them hell on earth. When you buy your eggs, think of the cost. Billions of chickens whose lives have been lost. And what of the male chicks unable to lay, mass murdered in grinders and just thrown away. Innocent beings, horribly mutilated. Animal testing is barbaric and dated. Some say it's natural to ride a horse round a track, but it's not natural anatomy to have a prick on your back. Hunting is murder, whether hound, bow or gun. If they were the hunted, would it still be such fun? Humans are the monsters to some of this earth, but we don't have to be evil. Can you measure your worth? We can eat without killing, leave animals alone. There'd be so much choice, all our food can be grown. There'd be plenty of food without livestock to feed for the starving people who are always in need. There's no need to breed them, just let them live and see all the joy and the love they can give. What if, all those years ago, we didn't win the race and another stronger species evolved to take our place? They had the skills, they had the brains to dominate us all. We didn't get the chance to grow, we had no chance at all. They learnt to build, they liked to kill, and humans were their prey. They hunted us, they tasted us, we couldn't get away. They ate our flesh while we were fresh, they even wore our skin. They took our seed and made us breed, whilst murdering our kin. As time went on, they grew more strong, and we remained the weak. We had no choice, we had no voice, they bred us to be meek. Terrified and broken, we did as we were told, for we were only children, had no chance of growing old. So good was our taste, they left no waste, they used up every bit. Our hair made silk, our mother's milk was taken from the tit. They had their fun, they made us run, their children rode our backs. They cut us wide to look inside and hung us up on racks. Once we're grown, though still so young, we're taken on the road. With prodding sticks and vicious kicks, we're forced to join the load. From a life in chains, the hope remains that we might be set free. We didn't know that we would go to meet our destiny. Now off the truck, and just one look is all that we will need. The smell of fear, the sounds we hear from the children in the lead. We wait in line, now it's our time. They hit us on the head. Our throats are cut, they hang us up and leave us till we're dead. Now they farm us by the billions, the whole world demands our meat. We're killed in such large numbers, so much more than they can eat. They feed us on the plants that should be fed to their own kind, in the starving third world countries that have all been left behind. The land they use for our abuse is killing off the world, yet still they breed and murder all the human boys and girls. We won't be free until they see the error of their ways. Or failing that, the planet cracks and takes us all away. Just a few weeks old and you have them for dinner. Does that make you feel proud? Do you feel like a winner? These helpless babies have just been born, and in just a few weeks their bodies are worn. Fattened so quickly they outgrow their legs, unable to stand, bred for meat, not for eggs. Then turned into burgers and nuggets and things, and you gorge on their bodies, their legs and their wings. Chickens and turkeys and ducks and geese, you suck on their bones all covered in grease. Their feed funneled in as if fuel in a truck, and you eat the same way 'cause you don't give a fuck. Their overstuffed bodies make them look fully grown, their lives just begun, and to slaughter their throne. You call it a feast and give thanks for your meal, but those lives weren't given. The true word is steal. You say it's up to you, what you eat is your choice, but what would they choose if they had a voice? They're sentient beings, they can feel, they can think, and we reduce them to scraps to be washed down the sink. You see them as something, not the someone they are, some inanimate object like a bike or a car. If we could see through their eyes, do you know what we'd find? Monsters do exist in this world, and they're called mankind.